In selecting these businesses, I wanted them to be realistic undertakings for the average person or household. There are a lot of ways to make money, but many of them are unusual or require rare skills or are, quite frankly, shady. These four businesses do not suffer from any of those handicaps. I also wanted these businesses to be contemporary opportunities, not just rehashes of well-worn topics. So two of them are based on the World Wide Web. The four businesses we'll check out in this program are, number one, the online auction business, like eBay. Number two, buying and renting out residential real estate. Number three, creating and marketing information products like books, audios, videos, newsletters, seminars, and the like. And number four, the relatively new online affiliate marketing business. As I examine each of these four businesses, I'll discuss its income potential, working the business part-time versus full-time, the business's work-at-home potential, how the business actually works, any specialized knowledge that can be helpful, tools that can make it easier to do the business, tips for success at the business, and additional information resources that can give you a deeper knowledge about the business. Each of these businesses offers unlimited growth potential, so any of them could grow from a part-time income stream to a full-time business for you. And any of these businesses could be successfully operated by anyone with an interest in it. It doesn't take any special education to succeed in any of these four businesses. It simply takes a willingness to learn how the business operates, and that learning can be from books, audio programs, videos, seminars, or any other learning opportunities. And none of these businesses requires a long learning curve. I'd say any of them could be up and running in a matter of a few weeks to maybe a couple of months from a dead start. It would simply require a dedicated focus during the learning and implementation phases. And of course, good old perseverance. So if you were to ask me, who could operate one of these businesses successfully? I'd have to say, you could. And if you've been thinking you'd like to increase your income, I'd have to say you should consider doing it through one of these businesses. You see, there are many benefits to adding to your income through a business of your own rather than just through a second job. Chief among these benefits is tax savings. Businesses get to pay with pre-tax dollars for many of the things individuals have to pay for with after-tax dollars. These include, but are not limited to, cars, planes, phones, computers, travel, entertainment, healthcare, education. When these costs are paid by the business, they are expensed or depreciated, so they reduce the business's profit, and it's the profit on which the business or its owners pay taxes. When the government lets you buy part or all of these items and services with pre-profit dollars, it is, in effect, paying part of the bill by not taxing you on those dollars. For example, if you're in the 30% tax bracket, the effect is that the federal government is paying 30% of these costs for you. Because if you were buying these items or services as an individual and getting no tax deduction, you'd be paying for them with dollars on which you would have already paid 30% tax. With the government as your business partner, so to speak, you pay less taxes, so you're left with more personal money for investing. That means the government is actually contributing to your wealth building. Another important benefit of having a business of your own is your ability to shelter more of your income in tax-deferred retirement plans. This is another way the government tends to favor business owners over regular income owners. Without getting too deeply into the details, as a business owner, a self-employed person, you can have a simplified employee pension plan known as a SEP IRA, which will allow you to shelter up to 25% of your self-employed income. If you're both your employer and your employee, you can shelter up to $13,000 in your SEP IRA. If your spouse is also an employee of your business, the two of you can shelter up to $26,000 from taxes every year. A KEO plan is another tax deferral tool for the self-employed. It comes in 3 flavors, which I won't elaborate on here, but you can essentially shelter 25% of your income up to $40,000 each year. The third common self-employed small business retirement plan is the SIMPLE, which stands for Savings Incentive Match Plan for Employees.